And I'm back with part 2 of my stamp studio tour. So now we're on to beside the desk and my pink filing cabinet. Got this at Staples as well. Ran across it maybe a year ago and saw it, had to have it. Super cheap, so it's cute. It's a metal filing cabinet. Top drawer has all my hanging files. I started doing this a few years ago. Take a hanging file with a manila folder and I label it with the name of the cardstock. This is all Stampin' Up! Cardstock. So I have it all organized by color. Neutrals in the front, then it starts with the colors, or the in colors, then the color families, and it's 2 per file. And that's how I store all my scraps when they're organized instead of that other little box. So when I go to create a card, I always check in here first in the color I want to use. See if I've got a scrap in the color I need. Grab it from there before I go and cut into a full sheet of cardstock. So that's how I store all of that. Then below, I've just got other miscellaneous cardstock, white, vellum, transparency sheets, and all kinds of other miscellaneous stuff in there. And on top of that, here are my Copic markers. And I just keep them stored in, this is a Sterilite ice container. I got this at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. I think I only paid like maybe $7 for it. And it'll hold the entire 144 set of Copic markers. So, and I even have a few other sketch markers, a couple of refills in there. So for $7, seriously, this is perfect. So just keep them there. Then there's my Genome So Mini. Then beside that are all these little shelves that I screwed into the wall. Got these at Ikea. They were I think $5 a piece. They're pretty cheap. So I've got my iPod docking station because I gotta have my music. Glimmer mist, pencils, odorless mineral spirits, and stumps. These are all my Prismacolor pencils. I have them organized by neutrals, reds, pinks, yellows, blues, greens, purples. These are just soup cans. I cleaned them out and spray painted them white. Stores a lot. Then all my Martha Stewart punches on their own shelf, and my one little Fiskars punch. Above that, I keep all of my AmyR's stamp sets. I just keep them propped up here so I can grab them when I need them. Then some card scents and additional stamps. Above that, Primas. These are the flowers you can get at Michael's in the wedding section. Pretty cheap. You can color them any color you want. So I picked those up with a coupon like last year, I think. Then above that, there is my Prima collection. A couple years ago, I took all my Prima flowers, sorted them by color, and got these jars from Ikea. So I've got kind of a little plasticky lid. And that way I can just grab the color I need, rifle through it, and then put them back up. So those are the Prima flowers, and then above that just miscellaneous stuff on the shelves. That's a nice thing about these little $5 shelves. They come with a little metal piece so you can connect them when you put them into the wall. So I've actually got 3 in a row here, and on the end of it is, these are all my wood mounted stamps, background stamps that I rarely use, but some of them are retired and really hard to get. And of course the light reflects off some of them. Then, I'll get to that in a minute. Here's my little iris containers from Walmart. Had those for years. When I redid this room, I just pulled the wheels off the bottom and the top off the bottom one and stacked them together because they all connect. And that's just my little wooden TV tray. I use that when I'm using my Cuttlebug and that, or if I need extra space for crafting. And inside these little units, I just have miscellaneous stuff, Mod Podge and sprays, Goo Gone, all kinds of stuff. Crafting stuff in here. I can't even get the drawer open, it's full of different things. And then I've got chipboard coasters, cork coasters. I got these at Ikea a few years ago for cheap. Tins and whatnot. This one is all different tins and pails, tons of packaging, alterable, all kinds of fun alterable stuff. Then I've got tools. Some of the tools I don't use that often, so I just keep them in a drawer. My crimper, my heat tool, my labeler, and whatnot. That's just nothing. Miscellaneous stuff. Extra adhesive. I like to keep tons on hand, so I've got my Tombow Mono Multi. Quickie glue pen. Everybody should have at least one of these. I have like 5. My little Xyron X. A case of ATG adhesive. Got that when I got my ATG gun. Fabulous stuff. This is just miscellaneous stuff I was working on. Just throw it on top of there. Whatever. And then beside that is my great big unit from Ikea. Had this in our old house, and it's been sitting in the garage since we moved here because we had nowhere to put it. So when I redid this room, it came in so handy. So this one is 4 cubes by 4. So it's like about 5 feet tall by 5 feet wide. It's awesome. And on top of that is my loose ribbon storage. There you go, folks. There's all my ribbon. It's all stored when I buy loose ribbon at like the scrapbook store or online. When I get it, I roll it on these little wooden doll pins. I got those at Michael's. I know some people have been able to find them at thrift stores and whatnot. I couldn't find them anywhere but Michael's. So I just buy the bags of them, wrap the ribbon on it, and secure it with a pin. And then I throw it in these hurricane jars. These are from Walmart. I got a couple a few years ago, and then my dad went and bought me a whole bunch more so that I can store all my ribbon by color. So I can just dig through it. You can see I love pink. That one's full. Kind of need a second jar for the pink. Then beside that are these little drawer units. I got these at Walmart too, and then I pulled the lids off them and stacked them together because they usually come, I think, in a set of 6 drawers. So stacked them together. They're just with items that I don't use as often, like my Cuttlebug alphabet dies, extra doll pins, just miscellaneous stuff, my Stampin' Up! Markers and everything, so I can just reach up there and grab whatever I need. So I just leave those like that. Then below that, those are my 12 by 12 scrapbook albums, my Stampin' Up! Embellishment caddy. I haven't had the heart to dump these into those other little units in the drawers, so I just keep them in there and all labeled. Miscellaneous stamps in DVD tins, some of the Wallet Scraps tins. My bind-it-alls back there. My Copic attachment for airbrushing. I just have to get another can. A can of air to use. Then these guys, these are my storage units for all my unmounted and clear stamps. These are by Little Monkeys. You can get these at allatScraps.com. So this is how I store all of my unmounted stamps, like all my Bella stamps and whatnot. Oops. I put everything on easy mount, and then they go on the sheets, and the sheets slip into the protectors. So they take up so little space, and one of these days I'm going to decorate them so they're not just this plain green. I just haven't got around to it. So that's all my stamps, tailored expression stamps, miscellaneous stamps. Then beside that, this is a basket with all of my Nestabilities and some of my Cuttlebug dies. The basket I got at Superstore, I don't even think they carry them anymore. They were in the laundry section. And I tried to get another one a couple weeks ago and they didn't have any in stock, and it doesn't look like they carry them. But they're perfect for all my dies. So I store my Nestabilities in CD cases with magnets to hold them in place, or I store them, some of the bigger ones, I store in DVD tins. So I got, these are magnet sheets I actually picked up at the Dollarama a couple weeks ago. They fit right in, cut them in half, stuck them in there, and then they hold all my dies. So I can just pull them out when I need them and stick them back in the case, and each one's labeled so I can just flip through what I need. And then this little basket, got that at Superstore a long time ago. They were 3 for $1. That's how I store all my smaller Cuttlebug dies. And then I just pile up the Sizzix big dies I've been getting from Stampin' Up! Recently. Just pile them up there. And that's why I wanted the third basket, was to stick all those in.